3 each, I think. Here's $2 to wash your beanie at the laundromat. I'm not going to go to the laundromat. I have a washing machine. Lol, you're such a nerd. Yeah. Respect the fighters. You got to respect the fighters. Thank you for the $5. Prime Jon Jones versus Prime Francis. Who wins? Prime Jon Jones versus Prime Francis. Prime Francis, I think. Prime Francis sleeps him. Thank you for the 5. I think so. Like, if he fought Francis 4 or 5 months after the Stipe Miocic rematch KO, I think Francis sleeps him, honestly. I think he'll put him away. I think Aspinall will do the same. I think a real heavyweight with some power really is going to give Jones problem. Garner's never, like, put someone out with a punch like that, you know what I mean? He's got to wear on and break him down. Guru, I'm traveling to my homeland Ireland for the first time. What should I know and what should I look for in Dublin? What should you know? It might be a different Ireland than you once remember. Thank you for the $5. So, yeah, just keep an eye out. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, keep your wallet handy. You know, tight pockets for your wallet stuff. You know what I mean? It's just tricky, you know? Every capital city in Europe's like that now. We are in a timeline where we can have them read the Talmud after wins and our brother Bryce speaks on those... After our brother Bryce speaks on those demons. True, it's going to have to be a united effort. Hate aside, do you actually think Jon was good? Jon is a good fighter, yeah, but I do think that, like, I've seen him beaten. So this take of, like, he destroyed anyone in the first round for Jones, it's like, dude, he really didn't beat many people in the first round. There was a lot of competitive bouts. There was a lot of performances that arguably shouldn't have gone to him that did go for him. And then there's the PEDs. That's just a thing. I don't know why people just ignore that, but he's like, I just think it's really convenient that the guy with the most failed PED tests in the UFC just so happens to be the GOAT, you know? That's just weird to me. Impression of Marab singing Robbie Williams. Live your... I've missed a thing. No, I didn't. You think every man should go to the military? No, I don't think every man should go to the military. I would agree with military service as a young man to sort of hone you in. Because I think once you turn 18, it shouldn't be, now I can club, now I can drink, now I can party. I think once you leave school, or even during your schooling, there should be some level of like military service being done. Not in the military, where you serve in the military, but just some training, some level of boot camp towards the end of your schooling, just to sort of set you up with some level of discipline going into adulthood, I think is what should happen. So that was my take. I didn't say that every guy should join the military. Don't want to tell you how to live your life, but within the next 5 to 10 years, you and your family should get to the UK. I know. Thank you for the $5. I'm very aware. Thank you for the 5. Really not getting Makhachev to Puria next for some dumb reason. Thank you again for the 50 gifted memberships, Robert Bell. Again, it's a lot. Should Aspinall call Jones's bluff and get another title defense set up to make Jones look like a duck bitch? Oh my god, dude. Jon Jones needs 6 months preparation for the Aspinall fight. We ain't getting it till September. Did you guys see that today? Ariel was talking about that on his show. Jon Jones needs 6 months preparation for the Aspinall fight if it is going to happen, and Aspinall's going to find out next week. What a man. Like, are you telling me this guy ain't on some kind of cycle with all of this type of behavior? I would not be fucking surprised at all. Let's just be real. Would not be surprised if he's on cycle. Gorilla. Okay. How did you even know that from... I type like a maniac, though. My words per minute, chat. You know what's funny? I don't know. Well, you guys probably can't. But the amount of times I write fighters' names and titles around fights, all of those words I spell way faster than other words. You know? You want me to type Nathaniel Wood versus Morgan Charrier? You know what I mean? Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Ulberg. Any other word that strays away from like a fighter name or fighter topic is a bit slower, but it's actually weird how I've honed those letters. I could not even look. Thank you very much for the 2. Gene is a Mexican puppet. I think so. I don't trust Gene Silver. Anyone else? I sense demonic presence. I sense these, you know. Dude, I love this Bryce Mitchell promo, man. I love this fucking Bryce Mitchell promo. He's calling religious holy war on Gene Silver, that he's a demon. That he's gonna have the Bible in the cage. And Gene's gonna be across the cage, grabbing onto the fucking cage and like barking at him. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. This is different level promo, man. I love it. I'm not even saying gimmick. I just think this is Bryce. You know what I mean? And they're both Christian. Yeah, but one of them's a false Christian. No real Christian to get the Lord put across their chest on a tattoo. Ain't no real Christian going to be doing stuff like that. I'll tell you that much. Or believing in the world being a globe. You know, he ain't devout. Let's just call it that. Impression of Moicano recommending us another book in his post-fight speech like he did in London, but it's my... All right. Thank you for the $5. You know, I had to... Moicano. Let me tell you something, my brother. When I fought Islam Makhachev, I had my struggle. But if you want to read about another struggle... You have to read this Austrian painter's life. Thank Paddy beating Chandler. I think so. Would you have Raul Rosas' face for 100 mil? Nah, I'm good. Thank you for the 2. Maybe when I was like 18, I would have said yes, but nah, I'm good now. MMA Guru, who is an MMA channel's favorite topics are politics and his own physique. I love it. I mean, I go off of what the chat say. We've been talking about Bryce Mitchell for the past half an hour, so, and Ghibli. So, it's not true. You're just lying. That's 100 milli, what the fuck? No, not for Raul Rosas Jr.'s face, because there's no fixing it. He's low body fat as well, you got to consider. So, no, I don't think so. I'd kill myself, I think, unfortunately. No offense. So, there'd be no point in having 100 mil. Impression of Bryce and Ariel fishing. Bryce is catching catfish and carp, but Ariel only seems to catch goldfish and silver dollars. That's really mean. I mean, I'm just being honest. You asked me a question, I wouldn't do it for 100 million, unfortunately. Maybe when I was 18, I would have said yes when I didn't have any money, but now I think, you know, I could get 100 million someday, maybe. Who knows? It's a lot, though. Probably I probably won't ever get that, but, you know. You don't need that much money. You know? In my opinion. Bryce and Ariel fishing. Bryce is catching catfish and carp. Ariel only seems to catch goldfish and silver dollars. All right, cool. Never goldfish. Well, Ariel. Would you look at that? Don't let me find you making bridges in that rod. I told you it was made out of steel. What about taking away 3 inches of height for 100 million? No, I wouldn't do that either. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. I don't need 100 million in life. I don't need 100 million in life. I wouldn't take away 3 inches. I think I got very lucky with the cards I got dealt. In the grand scheme of things. Even though I'm not as good looking as others. If I get low body fat, I think I got very lucky genes overall. So I wouldn't change anything. Thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Soapy. I appreciate that. And money's wasted on me, you know. A little bit. Even though I appreciate it, which is probably why I do well at making it. Is because it's not something I really chase too much. I don't do things for money. But there's only so much you need. You know what I mean? There's only so much you need. You'll never get low body fat. I'm actually kind of getting there. I don't know if you saw me flexing at the start of the stream, but... we know this guy's got fucking fruit in the tank, is what... I think he said some shit like that about him. People forget, man. They do. When did Joe mention you? He didn't. He just got based on his pod recently. He didn't mention me. Oh, no, Joe Rogan has mentioned me before. Someone could try and get a clip of it, but it was so long ago. It was probably in one of the subsequent podcasts after the Pereira-Adesanya 1 fight. But he said he was watching some video on YouTube that someone did where there was this guy and he was going through all of the moments that Pereira checked the low kicks of Adesanya. And he actually did it loads of times when I was looking at this breakdown of the amount of times that he did it. And I actually made a video on Pereira checking the low kicks that got about 300 and something thousand views. Maybe even, I think I had like 500,000 views on that video. The second channel was so good, man. If I was still doing it now and still able to, those videos would be getting millions, I think. Oh, well. The second channel genuinely got more views than my first channel. It's just so risky for copyright. It was like 400k. Okay. Well, that's still good. I had another one that was around something like that as well. Yeah, not 500, 400. I was 6 million views. Okay. Yeah, isn't it Weasel? No, it's not Weasel. Weasel does the pictures, but I was actually like looking at the footage of the fight, but it's so risky for copyright. Make Ilya Justin. Justin will never talk about title shot. I genuinely think if I was going after Dana White and Nina the way I was while I had my second channel, they would have wiped me off YouTube, I reckon. You can't avoid copyright. You can get it past copyright, Ariel, but then they'll just take it anyway, even if it isn't copyrighted and it's fair use. There's too much power in like you using their footage. There is all of this footage is out there on him. You know what I mean? Ankalaev's tweet on Ariel Helwani. Let me have a look. What's Ankalaev's Twitter? Has he blocked me or some shit? I'm sure he's probably just in Russian or some shit, isn't it? Let me find out where I responded to him before. There he is. Oh, yes, Mohammed Big Ankalaev. Here we go. Alex, when you're ready to go again, you deserve this. There you go. But he said, Big Ank time, stop running. So he's still going after Jon Jones. I don't see his tweet about Ariel unless it was in replies. Oh, here we go. Oh, my God. Ariel. Oh, this is clearly Ali, though, so I'm not... It's hard to get behind it when it's clearly Ali. Ariel clapped about Alex, when you're ready to go again, you deserve this. And then Big Ank said, I don't like this fake big nose guy. I'm going to block him. Okay, this is clearly Ali now, and it's just... kind of ruins the vibe of it, to be honest with you. But it's kind of funny if it is him, but... oh, well. Funny still, yeah, it is. But Ali just... I don't know, it doesn't mean anything when it's clearly not him, but yeah. Anyway, that's kind of cool. Hopefully it is him. Just let Arman get his title fight. If Islam never fights Arman at lightweight, there's going to be so many questions left after he moves up to welterweight. Ilya fight after. I don't mind just giving Arman the shot, but again, you guys speak like we have any control over this. Dana's not going to go back on his word that Arman has to join the back of the queue. Or it's an L for him. You know what I mean? Do you think Tom Jones fight will happen actually? I hope so. I will not be able to live... and Lopez to Puria, and then the winners on winners. Impression of you at dinner with your parents, and at the end you do a breakdown and reaction to the food. I don't know, it's kind of cringy. Guru, you enjoying the food? This is my reaction to the steak and chips that I was served today at my parents' house. We're going to go through the entire meal, starting at the chips, ending with the steak. I don't know. There you go. Thank you for the 545 Danish kroner. So at the end of the day, the steak was good. Moving on, down the meal, we've got, I don't know, some shit like that. Thank you for the 45 Danish kroner. They ended up being good. Good one, dude. I didn't believe in it, but it was actually, there was good. You had a vision I didn't quite see until it was done. You know what I'm saying? Vettori responded again. He called you. He really called me. Is that his response? How are you saying I refuse to improve? That's total nonsense. And fuck, man. 5 rounds off, 2 years layoff after destroying a shoulder. Played a bit of a factor. All good. I'll be back. You again. Okay. I mean, that was a nice one. But he did refuse to improve. Okay. You just called me gay. Fair enough.